We have all encountered difficult people, and some of which are here to stay. Maybe it's someone you live with, a family member, a coworker, or even a neighbor. I think we know the obvious already. You can't fight fire with fire. You can't fight hate with hate. Only light can illuminate the shadows. But no matter how much love you try to send their way, you're not seeing any changes. In this video, I'm going to cover why the most common techniques might not be working and what to do instead, as well as some perspectives to help alleviate the discomfort that may arise around lower vibrational people. So why doesn't it work when you send love their way? Well, how are you going about this? Usually when people try to send love, they have all the problems in mind of the person. So the love you are attempting to send ends up just canceling out the energies from your attention on what they're doing wrong. True healing energy is unconditional love. Unconditional love is not change. This does not mean what they are doing is okay, and I emphasize strongly the need for boundaries with lower vibrational people. But you can't change someone. What you can do is increase the probability of them choosing change. So how can we do this? We know the power of visualization in manifestation. So first, we can begin by imagining a joyous version of them. Everyone we know has a different version of us living in their mind. Most of the time, this is an unconscious version of you from data gathered in both the conscious and unconscious from interactions with you and stories about you. Think of this person that's been difficult to deal with. Likely, the characteristics that came to mind were not very positive. Maybe it's similar to, this person is bad, let me send them loving energy, rather than, I know this person is love and light at the core, and I love their true essence. It might even be extremely difficult for you to think of these positive things. If you are having trouble, let me remind you, these characters we are all in are just that, characters. Likely, this person is so deep in their character that they have forgotten who they truly are. But you did not forget. You are aware of the light that you are and the light within them, the light behind all the blocks of their ego. Focus on that. Bring awareness to that aspect of them when you think of them. You will be increasing the probability within the universe that they might reconnect to their true loving selves, where the difficult behavior that you are currently experiencing from them would not be present. And this action we are taking is not just for our experience of their challenging behaviors, because later in this video, I'm going to share some perspectives that will eliminate the resistance that usually arises in relation to these people. But actually, we take this action because we ourselves are aligned with love, and we truly want them to experience the joy of the universe and help us in spreading that around the world. Imagine them as their most joyous version of themselves and how it would be interacting with this version of them, going about your day as if that is the version of them in your reality. The other challenge that usually comes about is when you are with them and they are clearly not being this joyous version. The greatest challenge in manifestation is not feeding into the illusions of the current reality and doing this for long enough to reflect the being that we have chosen to and trained ourselves to embody. You have to remind yourself that their behavior is unconscious. If they were truly aware of the consequences to their own experience of life by acting in these lower vibrational manners, I assure you they would not be taking action as such. You have to practice staying in the good vibes you have worked really hard to attain, not letting them win by bringing you down. Calling them names or talking bad about them is gonna do nothing good for you or them long term. You might get some dopamine from the short-term gratification the ego will receive from yelling or gossiping, but it will not increase the probability of that person choosing positive change. Think even from a basic logical standpoint, how much more difficult it will be for someone to continue to be rude to you if even after all of that, you still treat them with love and respect. Now, Some really super low vibe people will actually get extremely triggered by this. The negative energies around them will ignite with more rage how powerful you are. They will try to shake you. And don't get down on yourself if this is still challenging. This can be a lot of energy to process, but you are a strong spiritual warrior aligned with good, so you will be okay as you let go. This will decrease the likelihood of getting thrown off our high vibe. Understand that their behaviors are a reflection of their inner state. How someone treats you is a reflection of who they are. Just as you are choosing to treat them with love and respect as best as you can is a reflection of who you are choosing to be and how you are choosing to feel. The difference is that the version of you I just described is an extremely aware and highly conscious person. And the person acting from lower vibrational states is not aware of the infinite love they have access to within them. They have not had experience with this yet to bring them that knowing. They are similar to a baby in their spiritual journey. You can't yell at a baby for spilling milk. They're just a baby. With lower vibrational frequencies, they lack the awareness to do any better than they currently are. Their behaviors are attracting more negativity to their lives, more problems. And if they knew any better, they would not be aligning with that state of being. They absolutely do not feel good inside. And that's deep down what they are really seeking. They just lack the know-how in how to get there, or are just not ready to make the change. The universe loves us so much. We have the free will to reject the love present in divine will. We have the free will to do whatever we want, even if it's not in alignment with divinity. But I can assure you that is where we want to be. That is where we want to take action. That is the place that we want to interact with others from. True unconditional love. Unconditional love is not change. It's actually interesting how the discomfort you may feel relating to difficult people is actually the lack of acceptance of who they are telling you and showing you that they are choosing to be. The discomfort comes from the desire to change them. If it is something you don't want to accept into your reality, after becoming aware of it, you should not focus on those aspects which you do not want to continue to experience yourself, and instead continue to embody the will of divinity through unconditional love, where they can choose that way of being, just not in your reality. I hope you enjoyed this video's topic as much as I enjoyed speaking on it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.